Alright, hello, welcome. I apologize if there is an echo. I needed to come to a quiet place in my apartment, and this is kind of the best place that I landed upon, but it's a little echoey, so I apologize for that. I have another devotional for you today that I wrote last February actually. When I was looking at my old Substack posts, I actually found that I wrote these in February, but I have about 10 more to share with you. So the devotional I have for you today is reflecting on Psalm 30, 11 through 12. And I'll read that for you really quickly. I have the ESV translation, and then I have the devotional for you that I wrote to respond to it. You have turned for me my mourning into dancing. You have loosed my sackcloth and clothed me with gladness, that my glory may sing your praise and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give thanks to you forever. And that's Psalm 30, 11 through 12. I had a moment last December when I was feeling the grief of a lost family member. I felt it so heavily in my soul and my heart that it felt like a stone was sinking in my chest. I closed my eyes and prayed, when in the course of prayers I suddenly felt my thoughts directed towards my friendship with God. How no matter what happened, no matter who I lost and grieved in my life, God would always be with me. His Holy Spirit would always reside in me, and in that moment, as I prayed, God's peace washed over me, and I felt so thankful for His presence and His friendship. The Psalms are a beautiful reminder of what friendship with God can look like. Singing, dancing, crying with joy and gladness, to explode with a thankful heart, near bursting with laughter and praise. Even in a moment of true sorrow, I felt that fullness of God's cup. God's joy has the power to reside alongside pain, a flower nestled amongst the thorns, and lift any burden from a heavy heart. He is truly the greatest friend. And so I do have a prayer that I had paired with this, and the prayer is, I hope, friend, that you may find the hope and gladness of friendship with God today. So that is the devotional that I wrote, and just a quick word about that before I sign off. I remember when I wrote this, obviously I was, in the months after the holidays. If you're like me, you're kind of reflecting upon, the people you saw, the fun that you had over Christmas and New Year's and everything. And I often think about my grandparents, my two grandparents who are no longer with us. And I spent so much time with them over the holidays when I was a kid. And I remember just spending so much time with them, and they taught me a lot about God. They taught me they taught me how to love Jesus. They taught me so much about how to live a true life of faith. And I miss them so much, and I always think about them during the holidays. But I know that in those moments that God is truly with us. He is with us always. He is truly our greatest friend, and I pray that you feel that joy today. And I know it's a short one, but may God bless you and may God keep you, and thank you so much for watching.